Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Martina and this is a new year and this is a new journal. This is the one and I'm so happy to share it with you today. Her name is Lady in Blue. You will see why, but maybe you already guess why when looking at the cover. I have used this very pretty, gorgeous wallpaper, which I have used already a few times, and it's so stunning. It has this teal light blue background color and then it has this golden ornaments, which I have further decorated with a doily, with a collage from an applique and a metal element. And I have also added a rose plus some double lace on the edge and a little very pretty and cute border on the edge here. Look at this. The spine I have also decorated with lace, which I have coffee dyed in order to make it very well in tune with the vintage look of this pretty journal. And the back side I have left plain because I think the wallpaper is so gorgeous and it does not require any further decoration on the back side. I give you the dimensions. So she measures in centimeters 17 times 13.5 and she has a 7 centimeter spine. In inches this means 6.7 times 5.3 times 2.8. So let's have a look inside. But something I forgot to mention. She is quite big. So she has an alligator mouth, as happens from time to time, and she easily doubles the dimension of the spine when looking at her from this side. So she is heavily filled. But of course, the future owner of this journal, which is available in my Etsy shop, can remove as much decoration as she wants, and so to slim her down and to make her more, let's say, usable for writing, because there is still, despite this heavy decoration, there is still room for writing, room for adding things. So it's a quite versatile little cutie. Have a look inside. So isn't this wonderful? And this is the reason why she got the name Lady in Blue, because of these pictures, because of this digital paper which I came across in Etsy. And I just wanted to let you know the shop name where I bought this wonderful digital paper is the Golden Leaflet. So have a look. It's really pretty, and there are also some other nice papers, and this is no advertising, this is just because I like it. So what you see here on the opposite side is a pocket which I have created from a brocade fabric, and I have covered the inside with also wallpaper, and this wallpaper is so pretty and it's so well in tune with the color scheme, this light blue, and it also gives a very nice background for the tags and the journaling card which I have added here in this pocket. So I have further decorated the first signature with some curtain fabric which is fraying, and I love it because it gives this shabby, still romantic, but also a little bit shabby chic to this whole journal. And having mentioned the signature, this lady has 5 signatures and in total more than 130 pages back and forth. Okay, so let's go further. Here on the inside you see a tag which I have created. This means I have added several items to this tag, and it sits in a wonderful pocket which I have further decorated with some lace. Here, that's the lady. This is the Lady in Blue. And the Lady in Blue She sits on a piece of lace, which you can flip up and use the space behind it for writing or for hiding things, whatever you want. And she is also further collaged with some fabric, old book paper, some, nice trim. Again, some lace on the edge of this page in light blue, which I have toned down by coffee dyeing it. Throughout this journal you see many pages which have been coffee dyed. Some were avocado dyed, some were also eco dyed with leaves and flowers, and some are in pastel colors because I think this perfectly matches to this type of journal. Here, this is a paper bag, which I love because of the sound, but it also comes nicely because I have coffee dyed it, and you see this shades and patterns. And inside this paper bag there sits a tag and some other small ephemera. And of course it can carry more things if the new owner wants it. And here, this is a ruffle which I have created from some ribbon in this very nice tone. On the next side, this is a picture, or this is a drawing which has been initially made by Alphonse Mucha, which is I mentioned it several times, an Art Nouveau artist, and I love his pictures. And this one is also a flip up, so this means you can flip it up. Behind it you see a belly band, and in this belly band there sits a tag. And on this side you see the picture of a lady, probably that's the lady in blue. This time she is dressed in a different color, nevertheless. And she also carries a little secret, and the secret is this hidden pocket. And in this hidden pocket you find a very small tag with some flowers. Very romantic. So we put it back. This is avocado dyed, and this can be flipped out for further writing. Here I have added some nice gold ribbon or trim to give it some kind of luxury. And this one in the middle in the center of the first signature is a combination of different pockets, and this is one of the first things I did when I started to do crafting. And I kept it, and now it found its home. And it's in light blue tones, and it carries different elements, as you can see here. A tag, a journaling card sitting in this pocket. Inside I have added corresponding journaling cards with peacock motifs, because of course the peacock with its blue colors perfectly matches the theme of this journal, Lady in Blue. Although I think the peacock, this is the male one, nevertheless it's blue. And here there are some further tags which are also from this what I mentioned before, golden leaflet shop, which offered this digital kit. Here there's another tag. So, and when you turn the page, and the page has been decorated by some cotton lace, you see a very, very pretty brocade ribbon, which I love. It has this blue and green tones, and it perfectly is in harmony with the background cardstock which I have used. And behind it there are two cards. One is from the Victoria and Albert Museum featuring William Morris design, and the other is a picture of a castle, the inside of a castle with this heavily decorated ceilings. I did some stamping throughout this journal, and I was using mainly some nostalgic as well as pretty pictures like this chandelier or this pretty shoe. On the next page there is a paper doily which I further decorated with some flowers, and you can see maybe there is some glitter on it, and it has been added on vellum. And when you flip this up, there is another tag, another pocket, and in this pocket there sits a tag. So there are many hidden spaces in this journal, and therefore there are many decoration elements in there, which, as I said, you can remove and you can slim it down. Here there's a wonderful tag. I love it. I use it from time to time. It has this wonderful green tones and also this brownish tones, which are so well in tune with this journal. Here, this is some tracing paper, and I used it to cover it a little bit because this has been Mod Podged. This is a paper napkin, and this paper napkin is decoupaged on paper, and I love the green tone and turned it into a pocket, and inside this pocket there is a journaling card. So that's the back side. So, and now here you see this is a ruffle which I made, and people, those of you who have seen some of my videos know that I love ruffles and I love sari silk, and this is blue sari silk ruffle, and it has been added to tag, a journaling card, and this has been added to the page by a paper clip. So we are at the end of the first signature, come to the second one, and again have a look at this really pretty digital paper. This lady in blue, and also some of her material, china, whatever. So here there is a wonderful blue lace which I used, and again another brocade belly band in really stunning blue and gold tones, and behind it there is another picture of this castle, of the inside of this, I name it castle, with this heavily decorated ceilings. And this all sits on vintage music paper. Another pocket here. This is baking paper which I have embossed to give it some nice haptic. Stenciling or stamping. And now we come to a series of flip outs. And these flip outs are all in, I would say, rose tones. And each of the flip outs do carry a pocket, and this pocket does carry something. And here, the first one, you see there is a tag which I have created and added some further decoration to it. And all, or let's say almost all of the tags which are in this journal have been sewn around. Again, a tag. This one I have done by decoupaging and embossing and putting some glitter and some varnish on it, and it makes it sturdy and it makes it nice. And here there's the last flip out, and here you have another picture of a lady. Again, on the opposite side, a flip out. This is not a pocket, but it can be used for writing, and it carries this pretty bird. Here there's another belly band and one of those self-created tags, and here another one. Again, lace or trim. I used it heavily throughout this journal because I love working with it. And here this paper is very nice, not only because of the design but also because it has some embossing in light glitter, and you can feel it. It gives a nice feel. And this is one of my favorite trims, and it's a very fine or very small pattern of flowers in blue and green, and it's so pretty. On the next side here you see I have used some modeling paste to further enhance this paper, which has been coffee dyed and also color dyed with some speckles, and yeah, this is how it looks from the inside, also very interesting. And here I have added with a paper clip, I have added a little, how to say, maybe booklet. You can flip it out, and inside there is a paper strip, and this paper strip, believe it or not, has been created by eco dyeing the paper, and this blue is stunning, and therefore it's here. So it can be closed like this, and I put it back later. Some brocade on this page, another pocket here with a journaling card, flip out page in light tones, and here this is a paper doily which I have turned into a pocket, which it has been avocado dyed, therefore this light rose tone, and one of the self-created tags. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit resistant to get back, but it has to. Yeah, I did, on some of the pages, I did some fancy stitching, like here. And this is a stitch which I just recently discovered on my sewing machine, although I have it since some years. Funny things. Some washi tape with some glitter here. Another pocket carrying a journaling card and a tag, and this is a pocket which allows you to see through and have a look to this pretty vintage music paper. So this is the end of number 2. This is number 3. Again, it starts with a very nice picture and with perfect blue tones. And this one I have decorated with some gold trim. On the inside, this is wallpaper, and I love the blue again, and therefore I added it here. And what you see here is a ripped piece of digital paper which perfectly matches the rose, and therefore it's inside. Here I have added some nice trim, avocado dyed, stitching around this little piece of paper. This is a flip up, like this, has been decorated on the back side, and inside there's another tag or journaling card, and it doesn't want to live there. On the other side, a double pocket carrying some ephemera, a ruffle, some nice paper again with this haptic, with this feel, old music paper which has been coffee dyed. This is a flip out. It carries a smaller tag or a longer tag. It's avocado dyed, and you can of course further decorate it if you wish. Now we come to the center of the third signature, and in this center of the third signature I have added, let's say, booklet, which has been closed by some threads and a braid, and when you open it you see it carries 2 pockets. It has things inside. This is some writing paper, and there are some ephemera, and of course it can carry all the things or many things you would like it to carry, and it can be closed with this braid and thread. Music paper, pocket, some ephemera inside. Now we come to a pocket which I really, really love, because it has been created by using this wonderful Indian ribbon or trim or whatever you name it. It's so gorgeous. It has this wonderful flower motifs and some gold, and it's delicate, and I love it. And because it comes from India, I have added the peacock here, because you know it's one of the famous animals from there. And I have also added this very pretty tag. So this is the end of the third signature, and the inside has also, as I mentioned before, decorated with this wallpaper motif, and also has a wallpaper pocket. So, next signature, again, have a look, very nice, decorated with some gold trim. Here there sits a lady in blue, watching herself in the mirror. I have also added this doily which I came across in my stash, and because it has this embroidered flower, I added it here, and I think it looks so nice. It has no purpose, just to be nice. Some trim. This is a pocket which I have created by doing some decoupaging and putting some glitter on it and varnishing. I've also used old book paper, different napkins, so it's a very nice color scheme, I think. A different color scheme than the blue tones, but I wanted to break it a little bit. And inside I have added a postcard which features a painting from Edgar Degas, and I think the color scheme matches perfectly the color scheme of this pocket. Here again I did some stamping. On the next page there is some design paper which features vintage advertisings in newspapers. Yeah, so shoes and whatever, beauty things. And here there's another little flip out, and in this flip out there are two things, some small ephemera. Here is a pocket which I have created, and it sits on this smaller piece of paper, and this has been decorated with a ruffle from sari silk. Again, this is this coffee dyed blue lace on the side, and you see this is one of the eco-dyed paper. You see the pattern of the different leaves. Here I have added some coffee dyed tracing paper, and I love it because of the sound. And this one again has been Mod Podged, and I used some vintage ornament to, no, sorry, it has been decorated by using modeling paste. And modeling paste on a coffee and a color dyed piece of paper. Trim, again this pretty trim which I love with this blue flowers. Here there's another of these flip outs, and this one does carry a smaller or a longer journaling card which has been decorated by some sari silk in blue, and you can flip it out and it sits on eco-dyed paper. And in tune with the color scheme, you see on this side I have created a frame. So that's this, by using different acrylic paint. So it has this wonderful green and blue tones, and it has also been turned into a tuck spot, and there are some smaller things behind it, and it sits on this stitched piece of paper, and I've used blue thread so that it really matches nicely to the color scheme. This is a window pocket, and it has the picture of a lady behind it. And this is also a pocket on this side, and it carries some paper which you can use for writing. So it's just plain paper, nothing special, but you can use it for whatever. I'll put it back later. Tuck spot here with some self-created tag, this little pretty bird, some blue or green, blue cotton lace. And here in this pocket, side pocket, there is a piece of wallpaper which is not only nice because of the color, but it also has some haptic. It has some, it's embossed, and I've sewn around it so that it's really nice. It sits here. We come to the last signature. Again, it starts with some very nice blue pictures, and I have added some further trim over here. The inside also has been created by wallpaper in blue. Isn't it pretty? And here I have made an envelope, and this envelope has also been turned into a pocket. Tuck spot, no pocket. Yeah, and behind it you can have some, some journaling cards, some longer ones, and the envelope carries some small ephemera. And has been further decorated with double trim in gold and off-white colors. On the next page I have made a pocket from a greenish brocade fabric. It's sewn on the page, and it carries two journaling cards, the peacock and a lady. I think this fits very nicely, peacock and lady. Again, some trim or lace, some pretty paper, this bluish greenish lace again. Also here I have used some tracing paper which has been coffee dyed. Stamping, tuck spot. There is a little pocket carrying two little things with some saying. This one I would love to read to you because I love it. It comes from Oscar Wilde. And it says, "The only excuse for making a useless thing is that one admires it intensely. All art is quite useless." Okay, so we know. Again, I did some stamping here. And in the center of the signature I have added digital paper with so beautiful, gorgeous blue tones, so it had to go inside. So this is the other, this part here is the butterfly section. You see a little butterfly here. When you turn this one, you see a bigger butterfly there. And this tag here has also been decorated by a butterfly. I did some stamping with some parfum flacon. Also here. And this is the end of the 5th signature. And here you could use this as a pocket, so you could put something behind it like this, for instance. I didn't add anything because it's already quite full, so I leave it to the owner, to the next owner of it. And at the last page there is also a pocket, and it carries 2 journaling cards in nice blue tones. So have a look, the last look. This is Lady in Blue. I love her. I hope you love her as well, and I hope to see you soon. And I have nothing against you giving me a thumbs up if you like what you saw, or even leave me a comment. So I wish you a very nice start into the weekend, and as I said, I hope to see you soon. And this is Martina. Bye bye.